I'm Mr. Lover Lover. She call me Mr. Bombastic, tell me fantastic. Touch me on me back, she says I'm Mr. Romantic. Call me fantastic, touch me on me back, she says I'm Mr. Smooth.
Wagwan people, it is I, SourBawss. I've got an OU match against EchoDjinn, I believe that's how you pronounce it. There won't be no link since this was from a Zat site. Wow, earlier on and I'm already fucking up the narration. Damn, it's been a while. Anyway, big threats are Sizzle with the either choice ban or maybe Source Dance. I need to make sure that Haxorus doesn't get a DD to or +1 basically, and I can act accordingly with the Lati Ass sets as long as I figure out which one it is, and also Don Fan just for the rapper spin annoyance. But other than that, I'm pretty sure I can handle this team very well. I'm predicting him to lead with his Rotom Wash, so I'm just going to decide to lead with my Tentacruel so I can probably get a Scald off or something, or get one level Toxic Spike since that'll wear down Vaporeon and the Donphan very quickly. And also Haxorus since they won't be staying in for very long, but so one layer would do more than 2 layers. So, without further ado, let's get on with the show. So he does decide to lead off with his Rotom Wash. I'm just going to lead off with my Tentacruel just to get one layer of, well, I'll go for a Protect first because I'm not sure, he could be the leftover set, I don't know, but goes for Volt Switch. I'm going to just go for one layer of Toxic Spikes as he does switch out into his Haxorus. I'm not sure what, I guess he has the Lumberry, which that'll be the only reason he would risk me going for a Scald and getting a burn. And otherwise, why wouldn't he switch out into his Vaporeon? But regardless, I'm going to switch out into my Skarmory since it's the only thing that can easily wall this Haxorus with. He goes for the Taunt, which is, don't really mind too much. I'm just going to stay in and just go for the Brave Birds. Not wanting to over-predict too early in the game, but either way, I know this Donphan is probably going to set up the Stealth Rock, so I'm going to switch into my Abomasnow just to get, first of all, my heal, and second, so I don't take entry hazards from the Stealth Rock just yet. Since even though this Donphan does have the leftovers, the poison damage and the combination of hail is starting to wear down this thing very quickly. Now here is an error on my part. When I wrote down the teams, I wrote down Haxorus twice, so I thought, hey, there's no Steel types on this team. Blizz spam everything and he's still got Sizzle. I'm like, about that. So I'm going to have to switch out into Hariyama to make up for my mistake as it goes for Source Dance, which is kind of scary, but it's still fine. Tentacruel's still alive and at decent amounts of HP, so I can live a Bug Bites, well, one at least, and get a Skull, but does rather come down to that since I could just go for the low kick and easily take it out, as I can live a Bullet Punch easily as I am max defense Hariyama. Now I'm just going to stay in and keep low kicking this Donphan as he does spin away my layer of Toxic Spikes, which doesn't really matter in the long run. Tentacruel's still alive and I could set up easily if I wanted to. But here he makes a bit of a misplay. He does make a misplay, what I was trying to say. He goes for the Ice Shards, and if you saw the hail damage, he got buffeted first, so that means he went for the Earthquake and easily taken me out. But now I take him out, and then I get Switch Initiative as he is going to bring him his Rotom Wash form, and go for the Choice Scarred Volt Switch. Now my opponent will decide to Volt Switch out into his Latias, and I'm looking at my two guys, Abomasnow and Latias, and I was thinking which one should I go into since both of them could, well, Abomasnow more, but I think that Latias would be the better switch since I could set up on the Latias and hope for a clean sweep. Whether or not that was the right play, it's up in the air, so I'm going to go for Dragon Pulse. I know it's a 2-hit KO, seeing as I'm now discovered that this is the same set that we're both running the same set basically, max HP and max speed, and so I know that I can live at least one, and that's only one, +1 Dragon Pulse, just barely though, so it does take me down to 29 HP, I go for the Roar, thankfully he brings him out into its Haxorus, and I know for a fact that after it takes some hail damage, which is 1/16 of his health, Dragon Pulse will always OHKO, so I go for Dragon Pulse since I do outspeed as I am max speed with base 110 speed, and that thing is 97. and take it out, as I've already stated, and I'm repeating myself. Now my opponent makes a huge mistake and goes into Vaporeon and not his choice scarfed Rotom Wash, since if he did do that, this match would have been, I don't know, since I could have taken out my Latias right there and then, since I was at 29 HP, you could take me out of anything, Volt Switch out, go to, but I don't know. Either way, I'm going to be able to recover off to almost, well, to a reasonable amount of HP, as I'm going to switch out into my Tentacruel, predicting the obvious trick, as he does reveal to me that he is choice scarfed, as he gets my Black Sludge. And so now that he has my Black Sludge, he's going to be wearing himself down quite quickly, since Black Sludge will take off some HP, and so will the Hail. And so now I've got a choice scarf Tentacruel, I'm just going to go right for the Scald, just to be as pivot fodder, as he just does go for the Volt Switch, and does switch out into his thingy-majig, I can't remember. His Vaporeon, that was it. So now that I've got the switch advantage once again, I'm going to switch out into my Latias, go for a Calm Mind, as he will go for a Wish. I know what he's trying to do right now. He wants to pass off a Wish onto either his own Latias or the Rotom, so he can just try and get some momentum back, but that's pretty obvious for me, so I'm just going to go right for a Dragon Pulse, as he does try to pass off the Wish to his Rotom Wash, and that's going to be an easy OHKO after +1 and the collateral damage from Black Sludge and Hail. So now that Rotom Wash does go down, the only two guys he has left is the Vaporeon and his Latias. I'm going to go right for a Dragon Pulse on his Latias. Even if I lost the speed tie, a Dragon Pulse wouldn't have KO'd. So it left me with close to red once again, even if he got max damage. As he goes to his Vaporeon but decides to run, seeing as there's nothing he can do and he'd rather not get into a stall wall. So yeah, good game there. EchoDjinn, yeah. Someone in the comments will nitpick on my pronunciation, but whatever. I don't really care. Get a sort of update. I apologise if there's any disjointedness in my uploads, since I do try to upload 2 to 3 times a week. Well, every 2 to 3 days. I'm not sure what I'm saying. But been quite busy recently, university and whatnot. And I apologise also if the battles have been getting quite stale with this sort of Hell team. I say sort of, since it's now a Rain team now, with much more improvements thanks to the people on Smogon, particularly Cheese, or Cheese by myself, and BKC, so thanks to them. Yeah, I haven't had much time to Wi-Fi battle. Done lots of PO battles, since that takes, like, it doesn't take that long to, like, if people know, yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. Wi-Fi takes a hell of a long time just to connect, so yeah, and PO is very easy. But whatever, just stay tuned, guys. I'll try and spruce it up a bit. So, variation is a spice of life after all. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the other side.